アンスズーンから出られるようになったぞ。急いで外に出よう。よし、
これで外角大地を抜けられる。
よし。
魂に神の裁きを。セイクリッドブレイム。負けるわけにはいかないぜ。
アンスズーンから
I might not talk much today. Not feeling well mentally at all. But this game has been mostly fun to play. Just help me relax. guys are having a better day than I am. I'm just gonna use holy bottles. I'm getting really annoyed with the enemies here. Constantly spamming seal. Not feeling it. Just gonna get myself more pissed off than I already am.
こちらソーディアンチーム了解。守護竜の制御装置があるのは一番作戦の成功。ここも空中都市なのか。
緑が
実験プラントから溢れたクラウディスは空中都市軍の中でもここを攻略しなきゃ。ああ、
I'm not doing good before you ask. I'm not doing good. Feeling really Is my mic even on? I don't even know. I don't know why I'm streaming. Should just deal with my stuff alone. Can't trust people. I don't know. Brain is mush right now.
おいたが過ぎますよ。
Play all kinds of games. I don't just play one kind of game. I play lots. Play whatever I find interesting. I really conform to whatever the algorithm game of the month is. Sometimes what I play lines up with that, but I don't do it because it's reviews. It's because the game is interesting to me. Happens so rarely anyway. It's mostly just people saying, making clickbait about how Tales of Arise is the best game ever, and they haven't even played stuff like this. False. Just play what I like, whatever's out at the time, or if it's something like this, or killing time until a new game comes out. Toddc. Yeah, her level 1 VC is Sacred Flame. English at its finest. This game actually does have a fair amount of English in it, even in the Japanese version. Untranslated, there's quite a bit of English in this game. Names and stuff are in just like plain English a lot of the time. They think it's cool, just like we think their language is cool. Same difference. I'm lost in here. I don't know where I'm going. Found it. Nice. Not? What do I do? Good at If you remember how to do this, by all means. I'm having a really rough night. Just like not getting pissed off like I normally do when I feel bad mentally. Just tell me. I don't mind. Just trying to relax tonight. Yeah, I haven't done this in like 15 years, so I vaguely remember doing this, but not to the point where I could just pull out the solution. There's nothing else I can do in here. There's no stairs. Can't go over there. Running out of holy bottles. puzzles too, so it's gonna take like even longer. Part of the game is kind of like not fun. It's too much backtracking. Here we go. Yeah, I don't remember this at all. I'm drawing a blank here. I do not remember doing this puzzle. My brain is just fried right now. I don't feel like doing puzzles. I'm like, really tired. Mind's been giving me hell like all day. I don't feel good. I'm just really frustrated with life and the way. People relax playing puzzle games. Shit drive me nuts. At least stuff like this, Tetris and stuff is fine. Dude, I just want to turn my brain off. My brain is in overdrive all the time because of my mental illness. I just want to relax. Just tell me the solution. If somebody knows what it is, just tell me. I'm so out of it. I don't feel like doing this. I don't want to solve a puzzle, I just want to fight. I did what it said, it's not working. Just give me a skip button. I like that about that Spider-Man game. Skip the puzzles, I don't want to do them. I'm like on the brink of crying right now, I just don't feel like doing shit like this. I just want to fight. I don't even remember what I put in there before. Just tell me where to put them. I'm trying to not cry right now. I'm really depressed. I don't want to solve any puzzles. I don't even remember where I was putting things. Well, I don't care about backseating. I have a very low frustration threshold because of my mental illnesses and traumas and stuff. Especially when I'm feeling like this. I feel like this, it's like, yeah, just tell me the solution so that I don't get heated over something I can't avoid. What? There's more. I don't want to do more. Just tell me when there's a solution. Like, what's going on? What does it want? Nothing's happening. I did all four. I'm tired of puzzles. Just want to fight. Nothing's happening. There, it's on the moon. What am I supposed to do? So this game never gives you fucking hints when you need it. It's always like the most obvious stuff. Just tell me the solution. I don't understand what it wants. No, just tell me what to do. The hint thing is useless. I don't feel like looking up a guide. I'm having fun fighting. I get stuck on boring stuff like this I don't want to do. What's the solution? No, I want to finish this. I'm just triggered by a stupid puzzle. I don't want to do it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Never give any fucking hints in this game. I liked it in the Spider-Man game, you could just skip the puzzle. Yeah, I don't want to. My brain sucks right now. What does it want me to do? What am I supposed to do with this? Come on, just work. Ugh. It's just too long and boring. Fine, just reset it. This whole fucking thing again. The other ones go in the same spots or what? I can't even think right now. I'm so depressed. I just want to fight bosses and level up. I don't want to do puzzles. Where does the heart go? At the bottom? Alright, what am I supposed to do now so I don't do this stupid block pushing anymore? Just tell me what to do next, or I lose it. I'm already really not feeling well. Just want this stupid puzzle to be over. It's too long. Boring. No, I'm generally pretty good at puzzles, but when I'm not in a good mental state, my brain is just so focused on not freaking out and having a panic attack and getting really upset. So that's why I just let people help me. It's better for everybody. I'm actually pretty good at puzzles when I'm not like feeling really triggered like I am right now. Not bad at them. It depends on the game, you know. It's where the term moon logic comes from. Like, puzzle solution. Puzzle solution makes no sense. This game doesn't really have that problem. It's mostly like old adventure games, point-and-click adventure games. That's where the term moon logic comes from. It would be like a completely logical solution to whatever the puzzle is supposed to be, or like what the obstacle is, but they want you to, like, I don't know, put like Gatorade in a fucking can of dirt or something. Like, it makes no sense whatsoever. This game does not have that problem, but I definitely have played a lot of video games with moon logic puzzles. Freaking level designers are on, like, I don't know, like cocaine and a bunch of other stuff at once. Their brains are like fried. That's usually. This game has pretty good puzzles for what it's worth. It definitely can get exhausting. I think the random encounters make it more frustrating than it's supposed to be. Because you're in the middle of doing the puzzle and you keep getting interrupted by battles, which can really interrupt your train of thought. But other than that, they're fine, I'd say. There's not really any moon logic in this game, which is the worst thing. When games do that to you. Have anything resembling a logical adult brain and they want you to do something that makes no sense at all. That's the worst. Those puzzles can go to hell for all I care. I'll generally give a puzzle a chance. I grew up with a lot of those games because my mom liked point-and-click adventure games, and a lot of times those had intentional moon logic to get you to call their hotline and buy the strategy guide. They did that shit on purpose. Now it's less of a problem because they know that you can just look up the solution online, so nothing that they do, even as batshit insane as like old-school Sierra point-and-click adventure games. Like, somebody else solved it before you. You just look on YouTube and the solution is there. But I definitely grew up with a lot of moon logic games.
やはりオベロン社の幹部。
あなたのような
我々の行動を悪と見、少なくともは
バルクさん。
話は終わりだ。
Yeah, LucasArts as well. Moon logic. Yeah, you don't really hear people use that term anymore, but that's basically what it means. Puzzles that make no logical sense whatsoever. Like complete batshit insane logic. So unless you're on the same drugs that the developers are on, you won't find the solution because you're thinking too clearly. You're thinking like a normal person. They were notorious for stuff like that. definitely was moon logic in Pokemon Gold. For kids, anyway. The part where you have to get past the pseudo Wudo. Kids that were tech savvy like me, I remember I downloaded the Pokemon ROM and I couldn't get past that part. That was like language barrier moon logic. A lot of people my age got stuck on that. Tech savvy kids, anyway. Shoutouts to the kids that got grounded for years because they fucked up the family computer downloading ROMs. I never did that. I fucked up my own computer at one point because I downloaded some game, had a virus on it, and I had to wipe the computer. And I never did that to the family computer. Kids these days have it easy. If you want to download a ROM, it's just on archive.org. There's no viruses or anything. When I was a kid, that shit was like running through a minefield. Like, I really want to play this game, but go on this ROM site, it could potentially ruin my computer. My mom worked in the tech industry, so I generally got her hand-me-downs. We didn't really have family computers. My mom would just give me her old ones, the ones she would get from work, so I had that going for me at least. I definitely downloaded a ton of ROMs growing up. I was very into emulation, pretty much from like when I was a teenager, a little bit before that actually.
それによって
今さら言うまでもなぜなら私の先祖は先祖の無念を晴らし
だからってこんなことを
そう思う天地戦争は私たちにとっての
バルクさん
さあ時間がない
分かってる
Yeah, people know about moon runes. Moon runes is like any language that doesn't use the English alphabet. People call it moon runes, but people don't know about moon logic. Moon logic is kind of a thing of the past. Most games don't really do that anymore because it's so easy to find a solution. If you're feeling pissed off, you just go look it up on YouTube. And you just pause the video and do each step individually, and there's like no frustration. But growing up in the late 80s, early 90s, a lot of games had moon logic.
よしこれでこちらもシールドの出力を抑えその分諸君はアンスズーンを通って一旦イグ次はロディオン経由でヘルレオスを目指すのだ老骨をよし
わかりま
バルクさん俺
I remember my mom getting stuck on moon logic puzzles for ages. My mom would get stuck on them forever.
諸君、一つ報告があるのを忘れていた。どうしたんだ。諸君が出ている間にラディスローで物資の補充ができ、もう地上へ降りなくても大丈夫だ。
それは助
How do I get there? Alright, Power Flood, tell me how to get there. I have, like, no holy bottles, so it's gonna take, like, a decade to move around. Just tell me. Tell me how to get there. My brain is mush. I guess I have to go back to the other place. Just fucking backtracking. Yeah, how do I get to the middle? I don't remember. I have like 4 holy bottles left. I have like nothing. Let me put the difficulty back down. Hold on. I don't remember how to get to the center. Which way do I go back? To the dot on the right? The dot on the right? Yeah, this part of the game is kind of whack. You mind looking it up? You mind looking it up? It's just gonna be really annoying with no holy bottles. It takes too long to get through this. It's too much walking. I only have 2 left, so it's gonna be annoying. I hate random encounters. They suck. I'd rather just have them spawn on the map. It's way more interesting than just getting interrupted constantly when you're trying to figure something out. Why does this map have to be so large? Yeah, just tell me. I have a very low frustration threshold right now, even lower than usual. I'm having fun playing the game, but I'm not looking to get upset over nothing. That's why I just let people help me, instead of me getting pissed off and the stream not being fun to watch. I'm not like those people that play Dark Souls like 10 years after and they say no hints or tips of any kind. I'm like, man, you might as well just not stream the game at that point. Some asshole's gonna ruin it for you. Okay, so continue on the path I'm going, alright. I've seen a lot of those streams lately, like Bloodborne, first playthrough, no spoilers. I'm like, dude, everybody knows that game. There's gonna be some dick that's gonna come in and drive-by spoil it. You might as well just not stream it. If you want to share it with your community, just record it. Don't stream it. That's my take on it anyway, but I don't care about spoilers. I mostly play games for the gameplay. Last time I cared about spoilers was Metroid Dread. I didn't want to watch full playthroughs of that game because I waited like 20 years. Fucking 20 years between mainline Metroid games. Like, yeah, I actually do not want this spoiled for me. I watched a little bit of gameplay to see if it was any good, but past that point I didn't watch anything. Yeah, I actually do want this. One time I actually cared. Problem is the story in that game sucks. It's, kinda just ignores everything from the previous game. No, in retrospect, I probably should have just watched the spoilers. That's my thing about caring about story in games, is I often just get disappointed. They mess up the story, and I'm like, well, why did I watch those cutscenes? I would have just liked skipping it all and just do the gameplay. Hello. Metroid Dread story, like, didn't address anything that was mentioned in the last game at all. They just ignored it. Like, why didn't you just reboot it at that point? They just reboot it. They set up a bunch of stuff in Metroid Fusion and then, like, nothing is addressed at all. It's all completely ignored. Gunvolt 3 was like that as well. But I made the right decision with that, and I skipped that shit. I didn't watch any of it. Everybody hates the story to that game, so I was in the right there for sure. It's unfortunate when games try to really get you to care about the story, but the writing is so dumb that it's like, yeah, I'd rather just skip the cutscenes. I had that problem with DMC5 as well. That game's story was not bad, but it was just way too predictable. That game was like a Hollywood movie. They spoiled the whole thing in the trailers. They had such a good story in DMC3. Like, that's like one of the best games ever made just because it has good story and gameplay. It's very hard to find a game that has both. It's either the gameplay is amazing and the story sucks, or the game has an incredible narrative, but it's so boring and bland to play that I'd rather just watch the cutscenes online. I think that game was a huge exception. Like, the story in DMC has not been good since 3. It's like not even worth watching. Everybody knew who Urizen was before the game even came out. And some people thought it was going to be like Sparta or something. Like, nope. You knew what the answer was. You're smarter than the writers. Writers didn't do anything interesting with that concept at all. It's like, nope. It's the character you think it is. People already revealed it themselves by dissecting the trailers. It's disappointing.
よし、イグナシに。
Okay, when can I, like, get my supplies back? I have no holy bottles. I hate this. Just give me a shop. Where am I supposed to go now? I'm so, like, burnt out. There's no town. Yeah, but Western games have shit gameplay. Their gameplay sucks. So I feel like as video games they failed. The point of the game is to play it, not to watch a movie. Western games have shit gameplay most of the time. Okay, where am I supposed to go now? I'm so confused. How do I go back? I have no holy bottles. It's so annoying. I hate the random encounters. I don't know why they chose to do that in this game. Like, just put the enemies on the map. It's so much less annoying. I don't know where to go, and I have no holy bottles left, so... Really obnoxious. Am I going the right way or not? There's no map in the dungeons either. The battles are gonna drive me nuts. Do I have to go all the way back? Can I just teleport? Just give me a teleporter. The battles are constant. Where the fuck to go? I have to go all the way back? No items? Ugh. I don't like this part of the game at all. Which one is that? How do I just get back to the damn ship? Ugh! Just make this normal, just normal land. Should put the NPC guy, like, everywhere. I don't remember which one, I don't remember the names. No, please let me go back to town!
もともと空中水星の衝突で地上の
天上人とは自分たちを特権階級と思い込みそれがひいてはそんな結局人はいつの
This game needs fast travel.
さあ
Come on! Where's the freaking town? Where's the NPC? This is so confusing. Why do they have to have this space part? I don't know how to get back to the damn town. The overworld here is way too long. The first half of the game is better paced. To walk all the way back there. It's gonna be like 15 random battles. Can't just give you a teleporter that just takes you there. It's like just padding the game out. Random battles are garbage. I don't know why this game still has them. The other games before this didn't. Why does this game have it? Random battles suck. Because you can't dodge them. Especially when you overlevel stuff, and it's just like you're sitting through a lot of load times. My biggest criticism of this game is, why the hell does it have random battles? That Chrono Trigger proved that random battles are trash. It's better to just see the enemy on the screen. Alright, fucker. Why don't you teleport? Make yourself useful. Go all the way back just to do this, instead of just, like... The guy is just in every base. Just add a vending machine or something. God damn it! You move, like, barely. Didn't learn anything from Chrono Trigger. That's why that game was revolutionary. It's far more interesting to just dodge the fights instead of just being forced into them. And shit gets obnoxious really fast. Yeah, but you have to do that every time. They don't just give you fast travel. It's like just padding the game out. Like, there's not much of the game left, but they're padding it out, like, a lot. But this was before JRPGs had fast travel, so I'll give it a pass. This is kind of just frustrating for no reason. Yeah, and then when you go back, you have to walk through the whole thing again. I don't want to do this. I'm tired of teleporters. Where do I go? No, just jump across. What's with these random people wanting shoutouts? Who are you? Why are there, like, random people watching? I'm not doing anything interesting. How did they find my stream? What? What did you do to deserve a shoutout? I don't even know who you are. Then get out of here. Get out. Get out. Why the fuck are you watching? Go away. Well aware, I already mentioned I'm having a shitty day. People can't get that through their thick skull. Fucking leave. Understand, people feel like they're being held at gunpoint to watch. If you're not enjoying it, then leave. It's not rocket science. Audacity of some people. I know I'm not in a good mood. And doing shit like that just makes it worse. No, it pisses me off. It gets under my skin. Fucking leave. I get why stream monsters do that. If you don't like what's being streamed, and you don't like the streamer, then leave. It's what you do in real life, right? Somebody rubs you the wrong way, that's fine. Then leave. It's like people have never had a bad day before. They've never had a bad day in their life. They don't know how to treat someone who's having a bad day. Get the fuck out.
なんとかなったな。
It's like the Bayonetta boycott. Dude, not buying a video game is not gonna solve the problems. It's a problem with our society. It has, like, barely anything to do with the game itself. It's our society. It's capitalism. Capitalism, that's what capitalism is. You get paid dirt for working your ass off. So that the CEOs can have, like, their 15th vacation home. It needs a systemic change. It's just like not buying a video game. It's not gonna do it. Why people are so, like, worried about it. Just buy the game. Like, it's not the consumer's fault that things are made with shitty practices, working conditions and pay, and stuff like that. Just fucking buy the game. Like, it's like when people said they were gonna boycott, like, Modern Warfare 2 because it didn't have dedicated servers, and then there's that screenshot of people on Steam, like 50 people playing the game. They said they were gonna boycott it. Like, buy it or not, you don't need the mental gymnastics. Just fucking buy it. If you want to play it, then buy it. People make things, like, so hard for themselves. Like, you don't like somebody, then leave. Especially if you're watching a stream. It's not like this is a, you know, I'm not like an annoying coworker, right? I'm just a guy playing a video game. You have no obligation to stick around. Just fucking leave. People can't get that through their thick skull. That's what sucks about streaming, though, is you're not allowed to have a bad day. People act like it's like this alien concept to be really frustrated and annoyed with something outside of whatever you're streaming. People just act like it's abnormal to feel that way. It's like, no, it's not. Everybody has a bad day. It's just when you do streaming and stuff, people expect you to be happy all the time. Like, that's not how life works. Like, you don't go to some person working at McDonald's, clearly having a bad day, and make their life worse. You don't. Treat them with fucking respect. It's like when soccer moms get pissed, like McDonald's. It's like when soccer moms get pissed, like McDonald's employees. It's like, dude, your ass is gonna be back here for a sausage McMuffin tomorrow when you go to work and pick up your 18 kids. Like, leave the fucking employees alone. It's not their fault. Have some, like, empathy for once. It's not hard to be a good person. It's not. Treat people the way you want to be treated. It's just something I notice being a content creator for so long is people can't grasp that streamers have bad days and they get irritable. And honestly, those are the streams I want to watch because they're not acting, they're being actual human beings. You're not happy all the time. Sometimes people are just going to say stuff that gets under your skin. And I'm in a position where I can tell people to fuck off. Get out. No one's forcing you to be here. Shit, I watch streams and sometimes they degrade into political arguments and that shit really triggers me. So I leave. You don't have to make a big deal out of it, just fucking leave. It's not like a student-teacher relationship or like boss and employee. It's like you're watching something for entertainment. If it's rubbing you the wrong way, then just leave. No one cares if you leave. You don't even need to announce it, just leave. People think they're very important. They're not. Even a channel as small as mine, like, dude, if you don't like my shit, then there's 10,000 other people who do, so why the fuck should I care what you think? Shit, I had a situation like that growing up, where my babysitter was really mean to me. Like, that's a situation where you can't do anything, right? Like, you're a kid. You're a kid, and you know you're obviously not paying the babysitter to be there. She could be mean at times. Like, you don't have any control over a situation like that. You're watching a stream. Like, get over yourself. I don't even stream for money. I just stream because I feel like it. I definitely play a lot of games offline if I'm not feeling like talking to people. if people want to be pandered to and rewarded for being dipshits, then they can go somewhere else. I don't have any obligation to be verbally or mentally abused. They can fucking go somewhere else. That's my take on it. I don't know, streaming is weird. People expect people to be, like, sugar sweet all the time. I'm like, that's not what being a human is. You're a human, you're a complex being with a number of emotions. Especially depending on your background. Like, mental illness, trauma, abuse, like... It's weird, like, people expect streamers to be, like, super happy all the time. I'm like, no, I'm gonna call you out if you're treating me like shit. I will.
ロディオの正面出入り口まで来たわ。
よし。
ヘルレ。
No, most people are fine. Most people are completely fine in their understanding of the problems that I have in real life that make me frustrated, but occasionally you get an asshole that just comes in. I just ban them. Not worth my time. I beat myself up enough as it is, mentally. I don't need random nobodies doing it. Like, they're legit not doing anything I don't already do to myself, so they can fuck off. I don't care if they try to get me cancelled or whatever, that's the reality of it. I'm not working a retail job, I can tell people to fuck off. I don't need to subject myself to more mental abuse than I already give myself. Yeah, it's really weird when people try to, like, make you feel bad for buying something from a scummy company. I'm like, dude, all the companies are scummy. They're all run by greedy douchebags that are balding and have, like, 15 vacation homes. And they have a ridiculous amount of money. And all they care about is amassing more money, even though they don't need it. But the reality is, when you don't support something, you're putting people out of jobs. That's what happens. Yes, the people at the top still have like $50 bajillion. They have like a disgaea amount of money, like 300 digits of money. But normal-ass people work for those big companies. Boycotting, at least in the Bayonetta situation, does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. Elena Taylor is calling for systemic change. That's not gonna get solved because a bunch of weebs don't buy Bayonetta 3. That's not how things work. I wish it was that easy. The voice actors got paid what they deserve. If it was just as simple as not buying that game or buying a used copy or something, but that's not how things work. It's not going to do anything. There are some instances where it does work, like Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed have put out a bunch of really shitty games for like several years in a row now, and people are getting tired of it, and it's supposed to be like this huge deal that there's no Call of Duty game next year or something. I'm like, well, that's a case where it actually does work. People are tired of the formula, and if they aren't tired of the formula, they're just tired of multiple shitty games in a row. No, George, if you ask an annoying question, I just tell you to stop. Like, I know that you, there's a difference between having malicious intent towards a content creator and just asking something that might not trigger them. You know, you're not always going to know somebody's triggers. Everybody has different triggers. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not trying to be, like, malicious like that person that was in here that I banned, and, like, you're just asking a question, and, like, no, I don't feel like answering that question. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not doing it out of deliberate malicious intent. There's a difference. Yeah, you haven't done anything like that. I know that you really appreciate the content, so that's fine. Yeah, he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. Don't worry about that. It's just people have this really weird expectation of streamers to be happy all the time. I think we all try to be happy. We try to be a relaxing spot for people to not think about their problems, but the reality is we're fucking human. We're fucking human. We have weaknesses and traumas and bad days and mental illnesses and stuff. Like, it's weird how somebody will come in and point out that you're not having a good day. It's like, no shit, Sherlock. I already knew that. When you point out obvious things like that and try to get under my skin, you're not helping the situation. It's like some people just weren't taught how to behave. It's weird. Like, you don't expect an employee at McDonald's at, like, lunch or dinner rush to, like, talk to you for 10 minutes. They don't have time. They're busy working. And they're probably really fucking stressed out. And they're doing it all for, like, barely minimum wage. Like, you don't expect people like that to be super happy and cheery. They're doing a stressful job that's harder than most other jobs. It's weird how as a society we look down on food service. That's like one of the hardest jobs. You're constantly working. You're doing physical labor. That's physically and mentally exhausting. And then you have to deal with the stupidest people on the planet. Like, it's legit hard work. But you've had the phrase like burger flippers for so long. Like, that shit needs to go. I'd like to see the CEOs of those companies that have like $50 billion do those jobs for like even a day, like one shift. I bet you they couldn't do it, but they look down on the people who work on them. It's fucked up. feel like the best viewers you can have, ones that understand that you're fucking human, and like if you're having a bad day. That some people can't get that through their thick skull, but we're human too. The best viewers are ones like, yeah, I'm sorry you're having a bad day. I'll be here to support you, or, you know, you want to take a break or something.
何が計画？
今聞いてスタン君、私もちろん全員適正検査を行い、
そして認められ人の身にありながら神の真似をする。
まさに天上人の発想だ。
俺は
そう花
入れぬ。
冗談？スタン。
あ、
見てなさいよ。
Anyway, changing the subject, I hope that Bayonetta 3 is good. I'm hoping it will be, but there hasn't been too much gameplay. Second game was really disappointing. It wasn't like a terrible game at all. It was just kind of like Street Fighter 5. Like, not a bad game at all. Just very little player expression. Kind of feels like everybody plays it the same way, which for like a fighting game or character action game is pretty bunk. You want people to feel like they can express themselves through the game. Bayonetta 2 really didn't let you do that. What they've shown so far, it looks like that won't be a problem, but I'm not gonna know until I play it myself or somebody in the community really dissects it. Well, I already paid for both, so you won't have to spend money. They end up like you know, gas station hot dog quality, where they're like playable but nothing spectacular. You'll know you'll know through me. I hope they're not like Arise, which is like gas station hot dog quality. Shit's been out there for like under that lamp for like 8 hours. It's edible, it won't kill you, but it's like not remarkable. I hope it won't be like that. I'm hoping for something better than a gas station burger quality, but at the same time I'm like not wanting to get myself too excited. So I've played my fair share of gas station hot dog games in my time. Not the ones that have been out there for like 12 hours. Those are the ones I'm talking about. Like, they're still safe to eat. They might ream your stomach, but you won't die. But you still want something better. That's a gas station hot dog game to me. Like, it's playable, but you're probably gonna have some pains doing it, playing the game. That's what Tales of Arise is. It's not a terrible game at all, but It's very clear what's wrong with it. And it's like, you know, there's better stuff out there, but kind of just put up with it. It's what you have access to at the moment. I used to live, when I was with my roommates, I used to live, like, right next to a 7-Eleven. The guys there were really nice. I'm like, yeah, can you put a fresh hot dog in? I don't want those ones that have been out there for, like, a fiscal year. Like, give me... give me a new one, and they would do it. Sometimes they would tell me to wait, but for the most part, like, yeah, sure, you know, just wait 10 minutes. Like, yeah, I'm cool with that. Alright, what am I supposed to do here, Power Flood? I don't know, people think that, with video games in particular, people think that they're in the wrong for liking something that people don't like. It's like, it's fine if you like it. That's fine. I just said that the game is gas station hot dog quality. It's not, like, the worst game ever. It's not great. You won't die from playing it. But there's better stuff out there. Like, that's what it is. It's a gas station hot dog game. And gas station hot dog games are still perfectly playable. It's like, you know there's better stuff out there, but it's inoffensive enough that you can play it through to the end. I just don't get why people are so worried what people think. I'm like, if you like that game, fine. And to be honest with you, they make games like this so hard to play that you can't really blame people for, like, not being educated. Not being educated about the games. They're not easy to access. I feel like the Final Fantasy and Persona crowd now have, like, no excuse for being uneducated, because you can buy and play the games for, like, dirt cheap. Wait for a sale, but Tales? No. Tales has terrible accessibility. I mean, of course, they could put, like, this game and the other ones up for, like, $10. People still wouldn't play them, but... recency bias with Tales is... it's a necessary evil, I think. I think with the PS2 emulator on mobile, it's less of a problem. You can get like a $200 phone and play this game. You can play Legendia, you can play Abyss, Destiny 2, Rebirth. You can play Symphonia, the Radiant Mythology games. Soon you'll be able to play Hearts and Innocence R as well. Pretty much would just not be able to play like Vesperia, the Zelias, Grace's F. Alright, what am I supposed to do now? what's up? Sure what to do next. Ah, here we go. I didn't see that. Now, Power Flood, it really bothers me is when people make threads saying, am I the only one that likes this thing? Especially with video games, it's like, well, unless the game was like Babylon's Fall tier, where there was literally one person playing it a few months ago on PC, No, you're not. The jankiest, worst games have avid fans. It's a weird question to ask, because it's like, you know it's not true. The game would have to be a complete failure, or even not even a game, just like any piece of media. It would have to be a complete failure, like it sold like 12 copies, for you to be the only one that liked it. It's not possible for that to happen. Like, I think we've proven people will buy the stupidest shit if it's cheap and it looks nice. Like, you're not the only one, alright? It's statistically impossible for you to be the only one. I'm lost now. I don't know what to do. Shit, I even enjoyed Babylon's Fall. It was fun for what it was. The thing that really pissed me off about that game was all the clickbait fuckers saying it's pay to win. That really bothered me. There was nothing in that game that was pay to win. You get like one rare drop for buying out the battle pass, but you had no control over it, so by definition that's not pay to win. Shit, that's not even pay for convenience at that point. It's like... yeah, those assholes saying it's pay to win, like, have you even played the game? Like, that game had fair monetization, it was cosmetics only, and like, some minor things that give you like a little bit of convenience, but not like, you know, spending $400 to get a weapon or something. There was nothing like that in that game at all. It was very much a game you had to actually play it. It didn't matter how much money you had. That game is a good example of how gaming community clickbait can really fuck up the perception of a game. People can't think for themselves. It wasn't an amazing game at all. I'm not trying to be on like the Defense Force word or anything, but people were saying things about it that were literally false, completely false, fabricated. That game was not pay to win at all. Like, if you wanted to do fun stuff in that game, you had to actually play it. You couldn't just swipe your credit card. People made it seem like you could. And there were a lot of big channels that made videos like that. That didn't help things for sure. Best way I could describe that game was a hunting game like Monster Hunter, but with instanced character action game levels. That's basically what it was. I made that overview, I'm like, yeah, don't listen to those people, it's not pay to win. There's nothing in this game that's pay to win. I even was very honest about the game's faults, but like, it's not pay to win. find it weird. I don't think many of those clickbait videos really pointed out the real problem with that game, which was it wasn't what it was advertised as. It was advertised as a stylish action game, but it honestly had combat kind of like Punishing Grey Raven, where it's like, you know, it's fast-paced, but it's not a stylish action game. You could barely juggle anything. There wasn't like a really large laundry list of moves that you could use for like any specific situation, which is like one of the main characteristics of a character action game. The trailers for that game, like the early gameplay that they showed when they announced it, the actual game is nothing like that at all. I think what happened with that game is that they wanted it to be like more of like a normal character action game, kind of have the same stuff that you would expect. But Squeenix jumped in and told them to make it a service game. So they're like, well, we can't really have a heavy co-op focus if people are juggling the monsters all around and stuff. We have to tone it down. But the marketing for it wasn't great. The actual game combat's still fine. I don't need crazy combos to enjoy a melee action game. I can look past it. It's nice if it's there, but Babylon's Falls case, it was like the early footage basically showing stuff you can't do in the game. But people just kind of push this bullshit narrative that it was pay to win, and it was not. The false advertising was the problem, because it's like this weird, like, character action game MMO kind of thing, like, also with hunting game kind of stuff. Like, you didn't really level up, it was mostly just your gear. Your gear and your player skill leveled up. There wasn't, like, straight leveling up like this game where you get better stats and moves and things like that. It had very linear, like, Monster Hunter style progression. It's like you are getting stronger, but you're not in the traditional way, not like the D&D kind of way where you're like leveling up and things. If anything, false advertising for that game was both from the publisher and the consumer. It's like the first playable footage you can find of that, it looks like your standard Platinum game. You have like a really responsive character with a bunch of moves and there's juggles and stuff. But then in the actual game you can't do that. But then the clickbait gaming channels didn't help because they kept saying it was pay to win. That didn't help things. This is really frustrating. wait in the center. Ah, okay. Thought you had to do it in one fell swoop. Glad I didn't backtrack. There we go. Alright, this fight sucks. It's a gimmick boss fight, so I'm gonna put it back down to normal. Not worth the mold. Oh wait, the boss fight's not yet?
ここが減る。
久しぶりに
Oh no, it is. Yeah, this fight sucks. Gimmick boss fight.
イレーヌス、俺はあなたとなぜなんですか。誰も憎しみ合うことなくそう言っていたはず。
スタン君は
ノイシ
あれから貧富の差は広がる一方、それが原因で争いは絶えず人々の心はスタン君も世界中を巡り各地で
それ
理想の実現のためには全てを一度、私はそのことに気づき、
イレーヌさん、
ご高説どうも
でも
Yeah. Routine, keep it
あ
real.
んたの言葉嘘だ何が理想の実現よ。あんたはそう言って苦しい。そんなあんたのざることなんか。
そうね、
よせ。
私たちの進む道、
あなたたちに私は止められない。派手に行くわよ。逃がさない。いっただき。本気を出そうよ。
Yeah, Babylon's Fall wasn't bad, but the 1-2 punch of making people who don't know how to make a service game make one anyway, and then the game clearly not being what they wanted it to be. It's very obvious that was Square Enix's fault. That has nothing to do with Platinum. You know what? Maybe after I'm done with this for tonight, I'll play the first footage of that game. It's completely different from the way that the actual current game is that you can play right now is. This fight sucks. like the worst fight in the game. Stupid gimmick boss fight this far in. Should fight this chick in a cutscene. That's so aggravating. What's the win condition for this? I don't even remember. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that boss fight is awful. Weird gimmick boss fight. I didn't even care that she died the first time I played this. I'm like, dude, your boss fight sucked. I don't care.
前に競争するって俺
あなたは
きっと俺と
誰も憎しみ合うことなく
できなくったってだってそれが
すがすがしいくらいますあなたのその前
イレーヌさん何を
私はごめんなさい
イレーヌさんイレーヌさん
スタンの様子今のところ
おとなしくさせる。俺様もイレーヌのことは知って
どれ
この上に
その通りじゃフィリアン。さてと
イクティノス。
チェルシーわかります
なあ正義って
いいスタンあんた頭良くない
俺そんなの俺はソーディアンマスターだから
無理ねあんたはそういう大義名分で自分の身近な人とか
そう
質問を変えるわ
家族をし合う
だったらあんたの戦う理由なんてそれで十分自分の手の届くところ
でも
まったくあんたが頑張らなくちゃいけないのあんたのそばには私たちもいるそのことを忘れ
ルーティたち
そうそれにあんたがしっかりしてくれないと困るの
あそう正しいとかそういうことより自分の大切な人
やっとなってそう
それにそんなみんなのためにも
じゃあ
終わったシリアン。
イクティノス。
聞こえている。
イクティノス
先のグレバムとの戦いでは
俺の方こそ。
言葉を発せられない。
あ
だったら
あ大クロフトを包む鏡面バリアをそうリトラーらしいというか随分
だがもはや策はそれしかない。
私にはお前の力が必要だ。
無論だ。
私はソーディアンマス我が身朽ちるまで我とあり。これで私
おめでとうございます。
こちらソーディアンチーム、よくやってくれた諸君。おお、装置の受け渡しの都合もあり。
わかりました。
Forgot how awful that Irene fight was. Really weird, weird out of place gimmick fight. Like, not really needed.
何の音？ラティスルベルクラント発射口から
I feel like that would have had more impact if you didn't actually have to fight her, and it wasn't a really annoying fight with a bunch of ads spawning that just shoot you when you're flying. It's like flying ads that spam projectiles are like the worst thing in the universe. I think it would have been better if they just like they did that. They had like an anime cutscene there, like just have it like not even be a fight. It's very out of place. You get frustrated and annoyed, and by the time it's over, you don't care that she dies because you're so frustrated. Every time I play this game, I feel that way.
あと1回でいよいよ後がなく。
Do I really have to walk all the way back? Is there a teleport or what? The padding in this part is just awful. Give me fast travel. I don't want to run all the way back. The first half of this game is definitely so much better than this. So it's just blatant, obnoxious padding. Why do I have to go all the way back? Like, just take me there in a cutscene at this point. You don't even have any scenery to look at, it's just brown. I can't believe I have to go all the way back again. How many holy bottles do I have left? Probably running pretty low. I got 6. I think I'll be good. No, nobody likes that fight. It's a weak point in this otherwise great game. It's hard to care that someone dies when their boss fight is such trash. It's like, yeah, I kinda don't care at that point. Make the boss fight less triggering, and maybe I would like it. Now we're gonna give you a bunch of ads. A bunch of ads that fly and spam lasers. Like, that shit would piss off a saint. This game has good boss fights, so the really shitty ones stand out, just like DMC. DMC 3 is an amazing game, but it still has garbage-ass boss fights like Arkham, Gigapede. Like, that game still has terrible boss fights. They just stick out more because most of them are very good. But it's also the same game that has Doppelganger, Gigapede, Jester, Arkham. Like, those are all shit boss fights. Those are kind of the fights you just want to get over with to get to the good ones. They don't ruin the game as a whole, but every time you play it, you just want those parts to be over. Like, Neo 2 has a lot of amazing boss fights, but it has some really shitty gimmick ones. do you mean, in this game or in general?
諸君
挨拶は抜きだ。
この装置をソーディアンにつなぎそれでダイクロフトに接近で
あとはダイクロフ
ああ主催を経由しミク
浮遊クルーザーを手に入れ
トよし
Generally in the games I like, the worst boss fights are set-piece bosses. Like big buildings or castles, or like monsters that are like require like gimmicks to fight. Those boss fights usually suck because most of the game mechanics are rendered irrelevant. They don't work anymore. And like, they're not like completely awful boss fights, but the problem is you're doing something that's not fun. A good boss fight allows you to use most of the mechanics, all the mechanics at your disposal. You like have to use at least most of them. I mean, even a game like DMC3, which is like one of the best games ever made, still has ways that you can circumvent the mechanics and break the game, but still has a lot of good boss fights. And plus, you can't fault the game designers for not thinking of like every possible way that somebody could break a game, especially something like that. There's people that like never stop playing that game. It's just when you make boss fights like that one I just did, where like most of the game mechanics cease to function. They always feel like shit because you're not really able to use the things that you learned, and I consider those to be shit boss fights. And like the things that the game teaches you need to do to succeed just stop working. I think those are the worst boss fights. It's like counterproductive to the game's design. Like the savior fight in DMC4 is shitty because of that. It's just a big puzzle. It's not even really a boss fight.
主催はみ
つまりグズグズ
その
And then on the other hand, a boss immediately after the savior, which is Sanctus. It's not a terrible boss fight, but it's so piss easy, you just wonder why it's there. He's like not very threatening. He doesn't look threatening, he doesn't have a threatening moveset. He's just kind of there. Like for plot reasons, they set it up so you have to fight him in the story, but it's not a memorable boss fight, it's not challenging, it's not really fun. I definitely think action games fail if they have boss fights that are just there for the plot. They're not really engaging in any other way besides the fact that they advance the story. Maybe they have some kind of heavy plot thread, or there's some kind of emotional value to it. But even then, you can still make a good boss fight under those constraints. I mean, that's what Virgil 3 is. You have a lot of emotional attachment to the characters, to Dante and Virgil at that point in their struggle. But it's still a great boss fight. I mean, the game obviously sets it up so those two have to fight, especially because it's a prequel and you know what happens to Virgil, but it still has impact, and mechanically it's still a good boss fight. The fact that there's a narrative obligation for the two to fight doesn't really ruin the fight at all, which is very hard to do. That's the problem with the Irene fight. The mechanics legit stop working. And you're too annoyed by the fact that the battle system kind of doesn't function anymore. And you're being annoyed by ads. I'm like, dude, I don't care if this chick dies. I just want it to be over. That's kind of when you failed at making a boss fight that's supposed to have, like, emotional impact. Like, the fight in the reboot was stupid. Because Virgil is just a dick for no reason. There's no, like, motivation for his actions. And everybody in that game is just really unlikable. There's no one to really root for. They tried to copy the fight from DMC3, but they just totally were not capable of doing it. The fight itself was not bad. It definitely wasn't a gimmick boss fight or anything, but it's just... everybody in that game is so unlikable. There's not really any kind of impact like the actual Dante versus Virgil fight. You have a lot of investment in that fight as a player. But then in the reboot, it's like, all these characters suck. I don't like them. I don't care what happens to them. So, the game is trying to make me care, but due to the writing and the characterization, it's just like, I didn't care. I'm like, alright, that was a cool boss fight, but it completely pales in comparison to the actual Dante and Virgil fight. That's why I consider DMC3 to be one of the best games ever made. Just because it has a really good story and gameplay that still holds up. There's definitely some things about that game that have aged, for sure, but it has a good story and it's still good gameplay. I mean, there's plenty of action games that come out that can't touch that game, and that game's almost 20 years old now. And the story is also really good, too. You can enjoy that game at face value, just watch the cutscenes, play on easy or normal, and still have a really good time. The gameplay is engaging enough that even if you don't have like 50,000 hours in it like some people do, it's still enjoyable. The gameplay is still engaging, and you can still enjoy it just pushing buttons and getting to the next cutscene. I feel like most other games don't even come close. It's either the story really lands but the gameplay sucks, or the game has like a legit kung fu movie plot. Like, it's just there to move the game forward, but the game is so fun to play that you don't care. DMC3 managed to kind of do both. I'd argue there are very few games that have done that to the extent that that game has. That's what makes that game special, is it managed to do both. I mean, a lot of the games with the best stories have, like, really lame gameplay. Even the people that like them will admit that, which is fine. There's nothing really wrong with that, but I just feel like if it's a video game, it should have good gameplay. It's just very hard to do both. Every game tries, but very few succeed. That's what I hated about DMC4 when it came out. I expected another story on par with 3, but they kind of just realized they couldn't top that game. they didn't even try. The 5 I kind of felt the same way. The 5 definitely it has a better story than 4, but the problem with 5's story is it's just dreadfully predictable. It wasn't really anything you couldn't predict. That game has the same problem that Hollywood movies have, where they show you like the whole movie in the trailer. All the parts that make it worth watching anyway, they show it to you in the trailer. That's how that game felt. Like, yeah, you legit spoiled the entire story to that game in the trailers. The final trailer shows you that Virgil comes back for that game. It's like, alright, that's like the whole point of the story is Virgil coming back, and you fucking showed it to me in a trailer. Like, what's the point of having a story at all? If you're just gonna go do that, what's the point of having a story? It might as well just be a bunch of context-free combat rooms. You're gonna spoil, like, the main point of the plot. The plot is all about Virgil, and they fucking tell you all of that in the trailers. It's frustrating. They definitely could have done more with it.
誰かが待ち受けているかもしれませんね。
誰がいようとそうだろ。
ああ。
My problem with V, besides the fact that he sucked to play, was that they should have made him his own character. His design and concept is cool, even if they didn't really nail the gameplay at all. He definitely is the worst character in the game. Like, the concept of him, his character design is really cool. And the way that he fights is cool. I would like to see them expand upon it, but because they just made him the human half of Virgil, they, like, can't do that. That's the other thing I didn't like about DMC5. They should have thought about that. He was clearly there to, like, make new people interested, get new people to play the game. He's an attractive-looking character. His gameplay is more passive. You don't need, like, 5,000 hours in training mode to really get fun out of him. But when you just make him a half of another character, then that kind of ruins that point. I don't know why they went that angle. I think the theories that people had leading up to the game's release, where he was like Sparta, or like just a completely new character with no connections to anybody, those theories are way more interesting than what we actually got. It's like, nope, it's just Kingdom Hearts shit. He's the nobody of Virgil. I'm like, alright, that's disappointing. Should have done more than that. Now they're in a really rough spot because V is a popular character, but he's merged into Virgil now, so they'll have to do some Kingdom Hearts bullshit to put him back.
全部壊しておけばこんな風に悪用されずに済んだのに。もちろん先の天地戦
環境に与える悪影響を考慮した結
なら今回の戦いが終わったらお前のなんだよいや
そのためにもまず
あ
If you watch the stream like you knew, I talk when I feel like I have something to say. So, or there's an interesting topic that doesn't seem like you actually watch the stream. I don't just talk to talk. Interact with the chat, yes, but I don't just talk for no reason. That's not how things work here. I'm not doing anything remotely interesting right now. I'm just playing a game. An old game, like a 15-year-old game. Not a lot to talk about, especially at this hour. 2 in the morning for me right now. Gotta put that into consideration as well. I'm not a fake streamer. I'm very real on my streams. If I feel like shit, I won't talk much. Because people want to be here to relax, and not hear me get pissed off. And I can relate to that, because I definitely watch. I have streams I watch where they get pissed off, and I'm like, yeah, this isn't really a good place for me to be if I'm trying to wind down and go to sleep. There's nothing wrong with them getting pissed off. That's human nature to be pissed. But those aren't the streams I watch when I want to relax and, you know, fall asleep to it. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's normal. You know, watch people who scream and yell at the games when you're trying to sleep or do homework or you have friends over, like... Enemies are so annoying! Leave. I guess we'll stick around then. I don't know. Probably a bunch of trolls. It's whatever. They're expecting me to play along, but I've been doing this for too long. I don't fall for that stuff. I can see it coming from a mile away. You're here to antagonize me, the door's that way. I antagonize myself enough as it is. So, people trying to do it to me deliberately aren't gonna really accomplish anything. People are welcome to stay, as long as they're not out of line. Just don't test my patience. I love my community to death, but I don't put up with abuse from people. I don't. Yeah, exactly, that's why I have no tolerance for it. I already do it to myself, so random nobodies trying to get under my skin to try to get a reaction. Well, joke's on you. I already do that to myself. If that's all you're after, there's better places to go. I very rarely have to ban anybody. Just if I can tell they're trying to trigger me, then I won't put up with that. Alright, my 2:11 a.m. brain can't handle this right now. Must be close to the end. Okay, I think I see how to do this. The 2 a.m. brain still is somewhat functional. Nope, I mucked it up. No, they're not really doing a very good job if they're trolls, because it's not bothering me at all. I don't care. Surely there's something better to do than, troll some guy playing Weeb Trash from 2008. Gotta be something better to do. I don't remember the solution to this. That's one thing I'm thankful for. All the mental illnesses and shit I have, I'd, kind of immune to trolling for the most part. I already antagonize myself, so random nobodies trying to get under my skin aren't really going to accomplish much. I just tell them like it is. Look, I do this to myself every day. You're not special. Alright, someone want to tell me the solution to this? My head hurts. All the trolls and other things that happened today, I'm just like not able to really think right now. This is annoying. I just want to be done with this and go to bed. I hate when I get blocked by puzzles like this. I just want to continue the game. I like getting stuck. I get frustrated. Just don't feel like reading a solution. Someone want to just look this up? I don't feel like doing this right now. Can't just fucking jump across, that's too hard for him. Can't go across that. Fucking random encounters just make this so annoying. Puzzle room should not have random encounters. It's so obnoxious. Use your train of thought, you keep getting interrupted. No one knows the solution to this, really. Just don't want to solve any more puzzles. I'm tired of puzzles. What the fuck does it want me to do? I can't get over there. Just jump. Just jump across. Jump just fine in the battles. Puzzles, they can't go more than like 1 foot. It's too hard. Do I have to go all the way down or what? God damn it. It's probably something stupid like that. Every game needs a skip puzzle button. Like, fuck this, I don't want to do this. Just skip it, so I can go back to having fun. Now they're both down. I have to fucking do this shit, too. I hate puzzles. Come on, just solve it for me. I don't want to do this. Random encounters just make it worse because you forget what you're doing because you get interrupted. Which one? I'll probably screw this up again. Please, no more. No more of this. Please. Oh my god, how much more of this is there? Like, I'm so burnt out at this point. Puzzles are a lot better at the beginning of the game. It's less obnoxious. It just keeps going and going. Please be over. Dude, seriously, there's more of this? Come on! How much more? This is overstaying its welcome. I don't want to see these switches ever again. I just want to fight the boss. This just keeps going and going and going and going. Like, you already proved your point. I don't need more of this. Just fucking random battles. Have no random battles in any puzzle room. It's asinine. You get interrupted and you forget what you're doing. That's what I hate about random battles. I don't know why they went that direction with this game. It should just be... You're in a puzzle room, there's no interruptions at all. God damn it. Most annoying enemies, too. They don't juggle easily and they block the way. How much more of this is left? Seriously. It's been going on for like an hour. Puzzles drive me nuts and they're like this, just there to annoy you. Any other purpose. Just to make you frustrated. God damn it, just fucking jump across there. I'm sick of this already. I'm tired of it. I just want the solution. God damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Just fucking jump across. Jump like 5 stories in the air in the battles. Puzzle, he can't do anything. It's too hard for him. Ugh. damn it, there's more of this shit. How much more? Am I even close to the end? Or should I just stop for tonight? This is driving me nuts. I'm tired of these puzzles. I'm sick of it. It's been the same puzzle for like an hour straight. With extra obnoxious, annoying enemies. And keep respawning because of the random encounters. Really obnoxious to just keep your train of thought. You proved your point. I get it. God, how much more of this is there? It needs to be like that Spider-Man game, just push a button and skip the puzzle when you're just tired. Your brain is mentally exhausted from shit outside the game like mine. I don't want to do this. It's boring. Real dick move to put random encounters in rooms like this. What the fuck were they thinking? It's weird because sometimes in this game they do that. They will like not put random encounters in puzzle rooms, but it's like on a case-to-case basis in this game. Sometimes they're just like, nah, we're gonna be a douchebag to the player and put random encounters in these rooms. Really strange thing about this game in general. See, like, this room doesn't have it, but the other, like, 10 rooms of this exact same puzzle do. Oh my god, there's another room of this! Really? Come on! How much more of this shit is there? Just end. I'm running out of holy bottles too. There's gonna be a battle every 5 seconds. It's gonna make me forget what I'm doing. Just jump down! This is what I mean by moon logic. Shit just makes no sense. It's just annoying. Long and boring. Just tell me the solution, please. Fucking go insane. I'm already having a bad day. I'm tired of this fucking puzzle. It's been the same thing over and over. You're not even doing anything new or interesting with it. It's the same fucking thing. Over and over and over. I get the point. God damn it, just end! No, he can't go over there, he can't just jump across. All fucking way around again. God damn it, I had a holy bottle on! Leave me alone! This fat fuck's getting away. Just let me leave. Like, no holy bottles left. This dungeon won't fucking end. It's like they think of one puzzle and then they just repeat it over and over. God damn it! Come on! This is so obnoxious. I just want this to be over. Stupid fucking puzzle will not end. Like, shit like this is not fun. It's boring. Come on, just jump across. I'm gonna have to save state and play this later. It's just driving me nuts. God damn it, that stupid blue one won't work. We just want to pad this game out another 2 hours. Stupid, boring, annoying puzzle. The level designer had one idea. It's just keep doing the same puzzle for an hour straight. Why? Should be like 2 rooms of this tops. Ah! Come on! Just jump across, you dipshit! Come on! Just fucking 2 tiles to jump over there. He can't do it. It's too hard for him to do. He can jump like 30 stories in the air in the gameplay. This stupid puzzle, no, it's too hard. Is there a solution for this? I'm having a really rough day, alright? I've had all these trolls coming in and... there's problems in my real life and stuff. I just wanted to relax and play this. I didn't know I was going to be stuck in these stupid asinine puzzles. It just won't end. Just fucking go. Just jump down from below. It's like they hate their players. Shit like this in the game. Please just be the end. No more. No more puzzles. See another room of this shit. I'm gonna turn this game off right now. At least there's a save point. Tell me I have to fucking go down again. Please, no. No more. Proved your points. To invest in a teleporter. A super jump. Flying. Damn it, there's more of this shit? Are you fucking kidding me? I get it, you want me to solve puzzles. Too bad. I don't want to. It's mentally exhausting. How much more of this is there? It gives me a fucking save point, and then too bad there's 8,000 more rooms. The same fucking puzzle. Just repeated. The earlier dungeons, they had like actual interesting puzzles. They didn't take this long. They didn't overstay their welcome. It just keeps going and going. like they just put this shit where you have to reset the whole thing in, so you can get stuck in random battles that you can't turn off. So you get more annoyed. Which fucking way is it? Come on! I have like no holy bottles left because this dungeon won't end! Same enemies, the same puzzle for like 50 screens. God damn it, leave me alone! Just like either have random encounters in all the puzzle rooms or none. Why is it just like sometimes the game is considerate and doesn't do this to you, and then other times it's like, no, we're gonna spawn these fat fucks that keep coming back. I don't want to fight anymore, I just want this to end. Stupid puzzle just forces you to fight. Just kill them. Please be the end. No more. We're done. No more puzzles. God damn it, how much more is there? Come on, leave me alone! I fucking hate random encounters. So obnoxious. Just put them on the map. I can't believe how much more of this is there, like... I have no more holy bottles, I'm just gonna be interrupted constantly. Fuck off. Go away. Come on, stop doing that. Just end. God, this is so annoying. Get a teleporter. Fly. He won't fucking jump. He's not wanting to do it. Leave me alone, please. It's gonna take me back there. He can't jump across that. No, that's too hard for Stod Aileron. No, I have to do some stupid, obtuse, annoying, boring, repetitive puzzle. He can't jump across one tile. Can only do that sometimes. Now I'm just over here for no fucking reason. Get another 800 random battles I can't skip. Just fucking run away. I'm sick and tired of these annoying enemies. Now the whole thing's probably fucked up and do the whole thing over again. Leave me alone, please. Why the fuck they decided random encounters needed to come back? They're the worst. Especially when you have the audacity to put fucking puzzles in the room. Please be the end. I've suffered enough. I don't want to see another room of those bitches ever again. It's probably just gonna take me back to the beginning or something. Oh my god, there's another room of this shit? Are you fucking kidding me? What? Fucking scientist guys need to create a teleportation device that just takes you to the end. It's driving me crazy. Are you fucking kidding me? Another room of this? Why? Enough with this already. How the fuck am I supposed to go? Leave me alone! Battle system isn't even fun anymore. These puzzles are just draining my stamina. What middle path? What? He won't go over there. That did me no good. He just goes back over here. Fucking damn it. You're fucking kidding me. It's not even a good visual metric for this puzzle. It's just trial and error. Please be over. No more. Of course the door is locked. I need to go do another asinine puzzle. Instead of just being done, it's not enough. What the fuck was the point of that? It didn't do anything. It landed on the middle one. The fucking door's locked. Climb up on the rails and do it that way, you dipshit. Another 50 random battles. So irritating. Unlock the door, please. Don't make me do that ever again. Back and do this stupid gimmick again. Oh, of course not. That's not enough. No more. That's it. Jeez, frickin' ulcer-inducing. There's no need for it to be that long. Fucking like 90 minutes of that shit. Brain is fried.
クレイクルーザーだ。お待ち。オベラン社の幹部か。
社員以前ヒューガ様の親
あの時
クルーザーの中には客人がおります。坊ちゃんから終わっクルーザーは
マリアンさん、
人質にしたくせによくも客だなんて言える。
客人は
レンブラントさん、
ヒューゴ様の望みは私の
盲目的に従っている。
け何とでも言うがよろしい。チャンピオン天皇軍の技術の地位を極めた特殊装備の威力、ご覧いただきましょう。
I forgot how awful this boss fight is. Yeah, I'm doing this on normal. I have no patience left. That dungeon took like 5 years off my lifespan. Fuck that shit. Annoying boss that's immune to everything and summons ads. No, not at 3 in the morning. Fuck that shit. No. Gotta give you an annoying boss that doesn't juggle after all that. Just fucking kill him before he gets in there. Just stand there. This fight is trash. The boss fights and the puzzles get worse. Come on! Just give me a normal boss that just juggles. Fucking point to this battle system. Just take it away from you for no reason. Stop wanting you to have fun. Just fight this old fuck, freaking Gundam. Damn it. Just drive me up the fucking wall. Fuck gimmick boss fights. Stop doing them. Gimmick boss fights are trash. Just give me a normal boss. The Axe 2 attacks normally, so the battle system actually works. Is that so much to ask? Stop shoving this shit down my throat. Guy doesn't react to anything. Wall of hyper armor. This dungeon was designed by a sociopath. Give me another gimmick boss fight. You just had one 2 hours ago. No, it's not enough. Needs to be another one. This guy's glued to the ground. The battle system doesn't work anymore. You like just not stagger to anything? I wanted to say I'm sorry I'm getting frustrated. I am still having fun with this game. Just going through a difficult time in my life right now. Feeling very alone and unwanted, and that my best is not enough. That I can't trust people. The game's just kind of an outlet for how frustrated I am with my life right now. Like, I'm doing the right things, but I just can't get anywhere. Just frustrated. Apologizing. Plus all the trolls tonight too. They're getting on my nerves. Just random nobodies coming in trying to push my buttons. Honestly, I've wanted to cry all night. The game's been the only thing that's been making me not do that.
人質をき
レンブラント。
私も
それって
ヘルレイオスにいたイレ
そん
すまん。
スタン。行こうぜ。
そうだな。
な
無事でよかったです。
皆さん、それで
リオンは
さあお前
リオンは
そう、
でも
リオン様は私のせいで。あの方は亡くなられたお母様の面影をあの方のお母様、
マリアンさん。
そんな私はあの方の弱点になり、私のせいで先に自らの命を。
リオンのやったことにあいつはあなたを思い。
そうですか。だから死ぬ。はい。泣くな。分かって
マリアンさんを地上。
ここには脱出ポッド。
分かった。
何から何まで
No, I feel bad that I've been upset.
間違っていたらすみません。
I've been really trying to just take it.
そうですか。リオン様から
I feel very
よくお
alone in
話を
life.
伺っていました。よほど仲がよろ
This
しかった
channel
のですね。
does worse and worse. I just feel like I can't trust
あ
people.
いつは俺の親友ですから。
リオン様が聞いたらきっとお喜びになるでしょうね。
マリアンさん、
何でしょう。
地上へ戻ったら。
もちろん。それでは
これでよし、いよいよあとはクルーザーと中和装置。
計器類のチェック。
教えられた通りでいいんならいつでも飛び立てるぜ。
お任せくだ。
ソーディアンチームの諸君、クルーザーが飛び立ったらマスター諸君は甲板に出てくれたまえ。
分かった。
中和装置のあとは鏡面バリアに近づい。
オッケー。
バリア突破後はベルクラ。
はい。
成功の確率。しかしそれを言うならここも私はソーディアンチーム頼む。
任せて。
よろしくお願い。
頼んだわよ。
分かっている。
行こうぜディム
了解だ。
浮遊クルーザー。
Yeah, my brain is mush right now. I'm glad I did that puzzle by myself, but... like I just explained, it's not the game's fault. It really isn't. It's my fault. I'm going through a lot right now. I'm not even explaining the half of it. What's going on with me. Finger!
ここがベル。
なんとか壁をぶち破って突っ込こうして無事なのが不思議なくらいだわ。
安心する。では
あれ
ここからだと通信が届かない。
わしらがまずそこから大クロフト本体に侵入し、おそらくそこにヒューゴを倒し、神の目をここまでやって。
よしわかっみんなヒューゴのや
Alright, that's it for tonight. Finish this game later today. So I know I remember vividly Diecroft, the final dungeon, is like a fiscal year long. And it's already 3 in the morning, so... We're not doing that tonight. That's a decision I'm making for my own mental health. I remember that dungeon taking hours. Back when I played that game when it came out. So, yeah, we're not doing that tonight. That is not happening. I might take a break from I might play something else later. Because I got to do the post-game dungeon after that, which should be easier. I can definitely farm, and I can farm lens and stuff. That'll really help. You can't really do that on Leon's side. I'm not going to go straight in, that's for sure. I will, I'll probably get the best stuff that I can get. That'll help. I haven't really even leveled up much since the last, since Dallas. Because I did Batista 1 and Batista 2. I did the secret BCs on them, so leveling up has like not been a thing for like 10 hours. That's kind of, like, I can't really, I've kind of like plateaued in level. Maybe in the final dungeon I can get some experience, but you notice I've like leveled up like twice, like 3 times this stream barely. That's why when people do challenge runs on that game, they do the hidden blast calibers at the beginning, because as you've seen tonight, the last half of the game is really loaded with gimmick boss fights. They either can't be juggled or they summon ads. The ones with ads, you definitely can do it, but it's just more RNG into the mix. And if you have Johnny's doll, then there's a lot more bosses that it's viable to do that on, because if they can't hit the ground, then they can't summon ads. But generally, the first half of the game has a lot of solo boss fights where you can combo them to death if you're good enough, and you can get like a good like 4 million experience from doing like those 4 boss fights. It's Batista 1, Batista 2, Tiberius, and then Dallas you can do it on. So that's like a good probably 4.2 million experience just from those boss fights alone. but past that point, you're not going to be leveling up very much. So you kind of hit a plateau. Really, the only thing you can do at that point is the Coliseum glitch to get more device points, or try to do all the fights on Evil, which I've done for most of them. Your shit boss fights like Rembrandt and Irene, I'm like, I'm just not going to do that. That's just going to get me more triggered. It's not worth it. But yeah, you definitely need to do those. If you're going to do a harder difficulty run in that game, you have to do that. It makes the game much more manageable. It's pretty smooth sailing. There's a couple parts on the hardest difficulty, like the birds will like instant cast magic that will kill you. But the boss fights will be pretty manageable because you're both like over leveled, and then you have a lot of device points from leveling up like way more than you're supposed to. But yeah, we'll finish that game later today, most likely. If not later today, then probably Saturday. So it's taking less time to finish than I thought. It's taking a lot less time. I thought I wouldn't have time to finish it. But no, I'll have time to finish it before Bayonetta and Star Ocean. What do you mean an IRL live stream? When have I ever done one of those? I don't recall doing one of those. What are you talking about? I don't really have interesting surroundings or an interesting life, so I'm in like they call California's butthole, Bakersfield. Oh, that was when I was on vacation. That's different. I show the cats if people ask for them, yes. If that's what you mean. When I'm doing those retro streams at my neighbor's house, you just have to ask and I'll show the cats. Those streams are not clickbait. I'm not leading people on. The cats are there. It's just you guys gotta understand, sometimes they're with the people that actually live at that house. I don't live there. I only work there. I work there as a caregiver, and they don't need to be filmed. So if the cats are I'm basically in the front of the house when I do those streams. In the back, the brother and sister that live there, they're in their own rooms. They're not really presentable a lot of the time, so I don't show them. But I'm in the living room when I do those streams, and the kitchen is directly behind me. So if the cats are there, I show them if people ask. But they have really comfy beds over there. The brother and the sister, the cats love their beds. The sister that lives there, she has a huge bed. So sometimes there's like 3 or 4 cats. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna go and film. Not gonna go and film my neighbors unsolicited just to show the cats. Sometimes they're out doing stuff. If you show up to today's stream when I'm over there, I'll show them. In terms of the camera, the webcam just makes me anxious. My hair is a mess right now. I need to get a haircut. I've just been lazy and depressed. I haven't really cared about my appearance. Once I get that done, I might turn the cam on again, but I don't even have a cam at home. Honestly, I don't really care for webcam streams a lot myself when I watch other people do them. I feel like it's just a guy staring at a screen. It doesn't really add much, and it personally really amplifies my anxiety. That's why I don't do it. Like, it's just some dude staring at a screen. It's not really gonna add anything. I'm not particularly attractive or anything. There's some guy staring at a screen. No, Bloopin's not a bot. Bloopin is a a long-time viewer. He's a good guy. Oh. I watch a lot of speedrun streams with like no cam, and I actually really like it. It's more comfortable to me. Having the camera on, I get really anxious. But I don't even have a webcam at home. I only have one on the phone. No, he's a real person, George. You're a little out of line there. Don't do that. I decide who is a troll. Nobody else gets to decide that. It's you don't need to be throwing out accusations like that. He's a good guy. He's been in here a lot. No, George, you're out of line. Stop that. Seriously. That's not okay. Don't do that. I'm an adult. I can figure out when people are trying to get under my skin. Bluebin's a really good guy. He supported me in the past. So stop that, please. That's not okay. You saw earlier. I stopped those trolls right away. I'm capable. I've been doing this long enough. I know who the regulars are, and I know who the trolls are. Yeah, don't do that again, please. That actually really annoys me. That's not okay. Maybe I'll play like one more game and try to wind down. Let's see, what's relaxing to play. Yeah, don't accuse people of being bots. That's not okay. Don't do that. That's the kind of stuff that will drive people away. Do not ever do that again. That's not okay. I know when people are being trolls. It's always the same formula. It's like random nobodies that have never been in here. And they're like they say they love the stream, like those people earlier. And they like have no idea how I do things. Like, yeah, you're just trying to get under my skin. Don't do that. I'm capable of making those decisions myself. I don't need people to do that for me. That's not okay. You're not in any trouble. I don't hate you or anything. Just be more mindful of that. I have the capability of doing those things myself. I didn't even have any other mods in here tonight. I did it all myself. I don't need guidance with things like that. Probably, yeah. There were a number of trolls in here tonight. Probably got posted on some random site. Who knows? Whatever. They got taken care of. They're gone. Anyway, I'm gonna go take my meds. I'll be right back. Hey, good night, man. Don't dwell on it too much. I'm not doing too great myself. You're fine. I'm not gonna ban you or hate you or anything. Just don't do stuff like that, alright? I can make those decisions myself. I have mods in here, but most people are adults and know how to behave, so you don't really have to do much. You're good. Good night. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it a night, folks. Supposed to be going over to my neighbor's house. We're making pretzel dogs and tater tots, so I'm very excited for that. Because I've had a very difficult month. Mentally, financially. Things have just been a train wreck in my life. Channel doing bad has not been helping, so I might take a break from Destiny. I might take a break from it and play something else. I had another game I started, but I kind of like didn't want to play it right now because it's like JRPG length, and I haven't played it before, so it's not gonna be like Destiny Remake where I've beaten that game a couple times already. I have a vague memory of the end, probably for good reason. The dungeon design kind of takes a massive dump at the end, but I'm like not really wanting to start it right now because I don't have a lot of faith that I can finish it in a week. Bayonetta 3 and Star Ocean 6 come out like the exact same day, so I'm not really wanting to start any more long games. I got a bunch on deck that I'll probably start maybe towards the end of the year. I won that copy of No More Heroes 3. I have a Slibra, that's the game I was talking about. But the guy that made that is also patching it like every day, so that kind of drives me away. When single player games they patch, they like make the game better like 4 times a week. I kind of like don't want to play them right away. But that's not really why. The game is polished enough as it is. It's playable from start to finish. It's just the length of it. I don't want to commit to another long game. It's not that I'm burnt out on long games. It's just I have like another JRPG in a week. So that's gonna be a lot of JRPG. I probably need to take a little break from it. But I got a couple games to play. So even if this month is obviously stacked, there's like a bunch of stuff. Otherworld Legends update just came out. There was a PGR update yesterday. No More Heroes 3. A bunch of other stuff as well. I'll link it to you in the Discord. The name is fucking awful to pronounce. Hold on. See, am I banned from posting links in my own channel? Here. But yeah, I have like a bunch of games backlog that I can't even really say I started them. I kind of just tried it out. Like, does this game work? Do I completely hate it? I played them like an hour or less, but I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna start to get long game fatigue. I need to finish Lost Judgment There's Neo: The World Ends With You. I bought that as well. No More Heroes 3 I'm not really feeling, but I won that game from a giveaway, so I have no obligation to beat that. It's Libra. I gotta finish that too. Hello, Emmanuel. You're at the end of the stream. I'm going to bed. It's like 3:30 in the morning. Good night. I'll probably be on my retro stream, and then maybe I'll try to power through the rest of Destiny, but I might need a little bit of a break. Good night.